Good afternoon, everyone. Shame here again. Just do another update on my separation, what I'm going through, what emotions I'm feeling, and how my day is progressing. Basically, today I started packing all my belongings up. All my belongings, just my clothes, as I'm leaving everything else at the family home, so nothing changes for the kids. But as I was cleaning up and packing my belongings, I came across a anniversary card my wife gave to me on our 10th wedding anniversary. Now we were married in 2012 on the 7th of the 7th, so that's less than 2 years ago. And reading this was very painful, and I'll explain why after I show you the card, and I'll just quickly go through it. So less than 2 years ago, this was it. Happy 10th wedding anniversary. Thank you so very much for making the first decade of our forever so memorable. I adore how you always think of me and are always doing things to ensure my day is easier and off to a good start. Thank you for all the support you give me in my work. I would not be able to be the mum, wife, friend without your encouragement. As always, you are my constant cheer squad and support. I love the person you are, and everyone always reminds me of how wonderful you are. Love always, and then signed off by my wife. Now, the reason this is painful is because it's less than 2 years ago that this was written, and today we are getting separated and divorced. The 5 things I wish I would have done differently, the 5 things I wish I would have focused on, are the following. Communicate openly and honestly with your partner. Prioritize time together. Show appreciation for your partner. Be willing to forgive, as everyone makes mistakes, and seek professional help if needed. Now, with me, my biggest issue was communication. I wish I knew how to communicate better, how to get my feelings across, and how to listen to what my wife was saying. Because communication, it means being willing to share your thoughts and feelings with your partner, even if they are difficult and uncomfortable. It means being a good listener and trying to understand your partner's perspective, which is something that unfortunately I don't think I did very well. I always, uh, it's my issue, but every time I feel attacked or I get hurt, I shut down, and that's not a great way to be, because then I don't communicate how I feel, and I can't hear what my wife was saying to me, and therefore I couldn't change. So communication is very important. It's the number one in my book that I wish I had worked on, so I wouldn't be in this position today. I have started doing several communication courses and self-help books to help me become a better communicator, but unfortunately it's a little bit it's too little too late. We're already going through our separation and divorce, and as painful as that is, that's where I am. The second thing I would really focus on is prioritize quality time together, or just time together. Me and my wife, we did not do this, and I'm not blaming her at all. I'm just saying we together did not prioritize time for ourselves. That doesn't, until recently, prioritizing quality time together in my mind was going out to dinner, uh, seeing a show, just going somewhere, the two of us. However, recently, after speaking to other people and seeking professional help, I've come to realize that quality time can be 10, 20 minutes spent in the room together talking away from the kids. It could be a 30-minute walk together where you both spend time together and just listen to what the other person has to say, but actively listen. Don't just go, yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually pay attention to what they are saying. That's one thing that I wish I had done more of as well. If I communicated better and if prioritized quality time together, then I do not think we'd be in this position today. Show appreciation for your partner. That was the number 3 thing that I wish I had done more often. I showed appreciation when we were first dating. I used to write my wife fables, which were basically stories declaring how I felt, and they incorporated the two of us and our life as our life progressed and grew together. somewhere along the way I stopped doing that. Now I wish I hadn't. I wish I was the person. I wish I was the same person when she first met me. So I'd continue doing all those things. I wouldn't just stop. And I know I can do those things. It's just something inside me made me stop, and that's one big, big regret. So if you're listening to this or watching this, please don't do that. Communicate openly, prioritize your time together, and show your appreciation for your partner. The other big thing is be willing to forgive, as everyone makes mistakes. Now, my wife and I, no one cheated on anyone. There was none of that. We just hurt each other differently. My wife hurt. I perceived my wife hurting me, and then I would shut down. And because I shut down emotionally, to her it was me ignoring her. But I had no other way of dealing with the situation because I had no other methods to deal with my feelings. It's only recently that I started focusing on myself and trying to figure out how to cope with feelings of hurt and disappointment so that I don't project them onto other people and make them feel bad. If I openly communicated how I felt and what made me feel that way, then I believe we wouldn't be in this position today. So that's the main mistakes I made. Just a lack of communicating and shutting down. Anytime something got difficult or we had a difficult conversation, or I would just shut down. I'd feel personally attacked, and no, I was like a toddler. I would shut down. So please don't do that. And my last step, or the fifth thing I wish I had done sooner, is seek professional help. I saw professional help. We saw a counselor, but unfortunately, it was way too late. 2 years leading up to where we are today, well, I guess 2 years. I spoke to my wife and I said, "Look, I think we need to see someone because we're having issues." And my wife agreed, but then she left it to me to find someone. And unfortunately, I go, "Well, no, you should find someone because you're more skilled in this field than I am." And once again, that's another regret. I should have just swallowed my pride. I should have gone and looked for someone and found someone sooner to help me learn to communicate better and not to take my lack of communication skills and basically not to hurt my wife. She feels that I humiliated her by shutting down and just ignoring her. But once again, once I feel hurt, that's the only way I knew how to deal with my emotions, just to shut down. Anyways, that's all I want to say. Sorry it's a bit emotional, but as I was packing up, I came across that card and it brought all this up, and I thought I'd share some thoughts that I had to help others not go through the same thing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Take care. Bye.